Good morning, children. I hope you all are ready for the maths class, right? Yes or no? No. Yes or no? No only you are telling. Okay, no problem. I heard no. Okay, listen. Today in our class we are going to discuss about multiplicative identity and additive identity. In the last class what we discussed, additive inverse and multiplicative inverse. Now here additive identity and multiplicative identity. You all know, children, this already we learned in 7th standard, but still okay we have to learn because concept oriented, no, that's why. All the sums is completely basing on the concept oriented only. So multiplicative identity, what is the meaning of multiplicative identity? Why it is called multiplicative identity? Actually, suppose you take any number 5 by 6. Suppose it's a rational number because the present chapter is rational number. So 5 by 6. You are multiplying this 5 by 6 with 1. You are getting the same answer. Okay, that means any number, either it's a positive rational number or a negative rational number, whatever it may be, if you multiply with 1, you should get always the same answer. You will get always the same answer because 2 ones are 2, 3 ones are 3, 4 ones are 4. Always you are getting the same answer. Similarly, minus 7 by 5 is there. It's a negative rational number. So minus 7 by 5 into 1 is nothing but minus 7 by 5 only. Then why it is called a multiplicative identity means if you multiply any number with 1, then you are getting the same answer. Therefore 1 is called multiplicative identity. What number will be called as multiplicative identity? 1. 1 is called multiplicative identity. Is it clear, children? Now, what is additive identity now? Additive identity. Additive identity. Additive identity means if you add any number to that, you should get the same answer. Suppose here 3 by 5 is there. Okay, so which number if you add to 3 by 5, you will get the same answer? 0. Then your answer will be 3 by 5. Same answer. 3 by 5. If you add 0 to 3 by 5, you are going to get 3 by 5 only. Okay, that means whatever the number it may be, if you add to that number 0, you will get the same answer. Then here, what is additive identity here? 0 is called additive identity. Is it clear, children? 0 is called additive identity. So, what is multiplicative identity? 1 is called multiplicative identity. Why 1 is called multiplicative identity? They'll ask means if you multiply any number with 1, you are going to get the same answer. Why 0 is called additive identity means if you add any number to the 0, you are going to get the same answer. So that's why 1 is called multiplicative identity and 0 is called additive identity. Okay, children? Yeah, children. Now see here, exercise 1.1, first question. Now this sum you have to copy it in your CW. As I told you that copy it in CW means simply don't, without listening my video, take out your CW and simply writing like this. That's not the right thing. I told you to this sum, please copy it in your CW means first listen full video. Okay, how sir is explaining, where you are able to not understand. So all this if you will get only after listening the class. So sir told to copy this one in CW means before starting only, as video is going on, yes, 2 by 3, 5 by 5, so on. So don't do such things like that. Okay, first listen full video, then again go back. Otherwise if you do without seeing also, no problem, but you check the answer whether it is correct or not. Okay, So that is how to practice maths. Is it clear, children? So that's why after listening the complete video, then again once again go to the starting, then start writing the CW. Okay? Now see here. Using appropriate properties, find minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5. Okay? Plus 5 by 2. Here plus and minus will tell you the separation of the numbers. Here minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5. This is almost all 1 only. Plus 5 by 2 minus 5 by 2. This is again one term. You just talk like a terms. This is one term. Okay. This is another term. Minus 3 by 5 and 1 by 6. This is completely one term. That means plus and minus will separate the terms actually. The terms and everything you learn in the next class. Okay. So, maybe in this class also, maybe polynomials if it is there, we will discuss like binomial, trinomial, monomial. Okay. Here, already you know terms. Yes, in 7th standard you learn terms, coefficients and everything. Yes, you all know. Very good. So, this is one term, another term and this is another term. The plus and minus only will separate the terms. But here, the first thing you have to observe is there any number or means any fraction are equal? Any fraction number is equal in this whole question. Okay. First write the question. Minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5 plus 5 by 2 minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. Okay. Now is asking appropriate property. Appropriate property means what? Suitable property. Which property will be suit for solving this problem? We have to use that property. Okay. Now if you clearly observe here in the question 3 by 5 and 3 by 5 is there. Don't bother about the minus symbol. 3 by 5 is there. Here also 3 by 5. Okay. But here plus 5 by 2 minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. Listen very carefully. I am telling very slowly. Listen very carefully, children. This is one part. This is another part. 2. This is another part. 3 parts are there. Why? Because plus will separates the terms. This is one term. This is another term. This is another term. Okay. Now, but here 5 by 2 does not have any number with multiplication like this. Either 1 by 6 or 3 by 5. And it is completely different 5 by 2. Okay, because it does not have any 3 by 5 also along with this. Why? Because if you observe clearly minus 2 by 3. What you observe here? 3 by 5 is there along with this. And coming to here 1 by 6 and along with this minus 3 by 5 is there. But for 5 by 2 nothing. No one is there. So that's why separate this one first. Okay. So minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5 minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. Okay. And separate this means plus 5 by 2. Is it okay, children? Now, what to do? Here, you want to take common means, common in the sense, you know, no? Which is the most thing occurred here, means 3 by 5 and 3 by 5. That number should come out. Okay, but here, what happened? Plus 3 by 5. Here, it is minus 3 by 5. Do one thing. It is into only, no? It is into. This minus can be written here, no problem. This minus can be written here. That means 2 by 3 into minus 3 by 5. No answer will change if you do small change here. Because for why you all changing all this means because he asked for the property. Otherwise we can do simplification very easily. Doing this multiplication and finding LCM and finding that. But he mentioned clearly using the property. Okay, so that's why we are rearranging all this. Now minus here or here, no problem. Why? Because same answer will get. So minus 3 by 5. Here you write plus. Okay. In bracket you write minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. Because why I wrote bracket means here two symbols you cannot write like this, plus minus immediately. So if you write like this, then you can have an idea that this is completely minus 3 by 5 plus 5 by 2. Now you observe here. Okay. Now minus 3 by 5, minus 3 by 5. In this part, minus 3 by 5 is same. In this part, minus 3 by 5 is same. Now what to do? You have to take now minus 3 by 5 common. Common in the sense like this. Means in this term and in this term, minus 3 by 5 is common. Now minus 3 by 5 is common now in this two. What is left here, children? Now 2 by 3 is left. So write 2 by 3 here. What is the symbol here? Plus. Maybe you may get out, sir, why you wrote here plus? Because to write in the property. If I write plus, nothing change. Why? Because see, plus into minus, minus. No change in that. Okay, slowly you will understand, children. Don't worry. While practicing only you will understand all this. So at a time I am telling, you will not understand because continue. This is entirely different topic. Okay. So this is the first time you are doing. No, slowly it will take time to understand. So don't worry. I am not explaining the first time like this. Don't worry at all. Slowly it will understand if you listen the video thoroughly. Next. So already minus 3 by 5 is now common. That means it is out of this bracket. Now what is left here? 1 by 6 plus 5 by 2. Because this don't have any other number with this. Now if you clearly observe this one. A into B plus C. Which property? Distributive property. So now totally we did this one into distributive properties here. A into B plus C. See, A minus 3 by 5 is A into B plus A into C. So that's why we wrote in the form of under addition distributive property. Now you can do simplification very easily. See here. Minus 3 by 5. Okay. Now what is there in the bracket? First we have to simplify that. Okay, children. So minus 3 by 5. Now what is there in the bracket? 2 by 3 plus 1 by 6. Now 3 and 6 LCM is 6. Bracket. 6 is the LCM. Now in 3 table 6 how many times? 3 2s are. So 2 2s are 4. Plus in 6 table 6 how many times? 1 time. So 1 into 1, 1, bracket close. What is left here? Plus 5 by 2. Okay. Now minus 3 by 5. 4 plus 1 how much? 5. 5 by 6, bracket close, plus 5 by 2. Okay. Now the bracket tells you now into. So minus 3 by 5 into 5 by 6 plus 5 by 2. Now this is into only. Now we can do cancellation if any cancellations are there means. In 3 table 6 will come. 3 ones, 3 2s, 5 ones, 5 ones. So what is left here? Minus symbol. 1 ones are 1, 1 2s are 2. Plus 5 by 2. This plus 5 by 2. Now here both the denominators are same. No need to find LCM. Directly you can write 2. So what is the numerator here? Minus 1 plus 5. Now 1 plus 5, 1 plus and 1 minus means what to do? Minus. So 5 minus 1 is 4 by 2. Now 4 will go in 2 table? Yes. 2 ones. 2 2s. So answer is 2. Is it clear? And one more important thing I want to tell you, children. Don't do side by side. Okay? Because I don't want to erase this. That's why I did for you side. So don't do side by side. Copy it continuously in the same page. Okay? Okay. If the page is filled, go for the next page. But don't do side by side. Okay? And copy very neat handwriting, children. Okay? So this is exercise 1.1 first Roman. Now see here, first Roman, first sum over. Second sum I give you as a homework. Now second Roman completely homework. I finished. We all finished. Now fourth Roman also finished yesterday. Now for you homework, exercise 1.1. All of you take out your diary. All of you open your diary. Open your diary and write, note down here, maths homework, date. Okay. Now, chapter 1, exercise 1.1, first Roman, second sum. Because first sum already I did. And fifth question, just now I explained what is multiplicative identity, what is additive identity. That means in fifth Roman is asking that name the property under multiplication used in each of the following, either commutative property or associative property or multiplicative identity or whatever the identity used, you have to write that one. Okay. And even sixth sum also you can do it as a homework. Okay children, 6 and 8. So 5, 6, 8 sums. That means first Roman, exercise 1.1, first Roman, second one, fifth one, sixth one and eighth one. As I told you now, copy it very neatly in handwriting, in homework book children. I am observing some children are sending me homeworks but not neat handwriting. Okay, so copy this one in your diary. Okay children, in the next class we are going to discuss about the 9th sum, which are left over for us, and 7th sum, 7 and 9 and 10, 11. So we can finish the exercise, okay, in the next week. And even we can try to finish up exercise 1.2 also. So by the time, get ready with your scale and pencil, because there is a number line also. So that's why get ready with the pencil and scale also. Again, at that time don't search for the pencil, where is my pencil, where is my scale, like that. So okay, maintain everything properly. Have a nice weekend children.